What does he mean deliver, bro?
We need you to share all the secrets.
All
Come
secrets.
on, do it.
And
Well,
press
we
the
have
release
some
button.
secrets to share for sure.
Aloha, Santi.
We have some secrets to share today.
Yes, we do.
All right. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Right on. Here we go.
Awesome. Awesome. Let me post this announcement really quick and we can get started.
Let's do this.
I'm feeling the vibe, Santi. I think people want to learn about crew members, bro.
I think they do. And we made sure to get some extra details, just say, right?
Yeah. Today we actually got some alpha from the deepest dungeons of Danny's laboratory.
Yes, we had to go asking around for some little alpha that we received.
It's going to be entertaining, I think.
Posting this announcement. Done. Cool. Let's get started here. Welcome everyone to the Atlas Brew number 98. Getting close to that number 100. And for that one, we actually have some crazy stuff planned as well. Just we'll get more into details later. But welcome to the Atlas Brew number 98. We'll be talking about the crew in Star Atlas. Jose, how are you doing today, as always?
I'm doing great, bro. I mean, crew members are one of the most exciting topics inside Star Atlas. And since we actually got the permission to share some things about this, I feel like this is going to be an entertaining episode. I'm looking forward.
Yes, it should be an entertaining one. And we have some stuff to share that we found out, but we also want to brainstorm a little bit with everyone here on the crew members as well. So yeah, that's going to be the main topic for today. I don't think that today Dominic Bain will be able to speak right now, but I see him in the audience. Big shout out to Dominic Bain, as always,
Love you,
absolute
Dom.
legend. And yeah, I think we can get started with some noteworthy news. We also have a very special guest for the first part here with the noteworthy news. I think the main thing is that the Ogrica Rush and the 3 skins actually are available now. So you can get your time limited exclusive. That means that after the timing ends, they are not going to be available to purchase ever again in the Atlas marketplace. You can get the special skins right now on NeoSwap. You can find the link directly on play.stratlas.com. It's the first thing that you will see. I will post the link anyways here in the chat. I'm pretty sure that everyone here is familiar with the play.stratlas.com link, or at least I hope. At the very least, I hope you are. But you can go there and you will see a link that redirects to the special skins that you can find on NeoSwap. So we have the Jupiter skin. You can pay it in Jup, and we have the two Puri skins that you can pay in Puri, the token that was created by the Star Atlas community. So these are time limited, exclusive, not going to be sold again. And once they are gone, they're gone. And there are only a few days left to get them. I think like 4 days left, if my math works. Definitely not my biggest strength, but but yeah, you can go
Oh,
and get them
God,
now.
not working.
Hello. And now I want to get here John from NeoSwap. John, are you here, my friend?
Yes. And that Santi that I'm talking to, I don't really see on the
Yes,
screen.
it is.
Okay.
It
It
is.
is.
Great.
Santi
Okay,
and
awesome.
Jose.
Okay,
How are you
great.
doing,
Yeah.
man?
Yeah, good. How are you all?
Doing
Doing
well. Doing
fantastic.
well. Can't complain. Can't complain.
All
So,
right.
John, your role at NeoSwap is CEO, right?
That's
Am
right.
I
Yeah.
correct? That is awesome. So we have some really quick questions, but interesting questions for you.
Sure.
So our community can also get more familiarized with NeoSwap since this is one of the very first, I think it's the second thing we do with you guys together.
That's
But it
right.
would be cool to briefly explain what is the NeoSwap and what
Sure.
tech you guys are building.
Yeah. So a little bit just about me, my background. So I'm a mathematician originally. I have a PhD in math. My postdoc in computational neuroscience, and then I previously ran an enterprise AI services business. And NeoSwap is an idea I've worked on for a long time. The idea of NeoSwap is to make assets spendable, as easily as cash. And we have a kind of AI powered trade finding engine, which can do a lot of things. But one of the things that we've done with it for you guys is we have the starter pack finder, where one of the tools, if people go to neoswap.xyz/star atlas, the link is the skins is star atlas skins. But if it's star-atlas just by itself, and you can buy bundles of items that would let people get started in a game pretty easily.
Hmm.
And the next step of that is going to be a kind of top-up tool or a kind of fuel pump, where when you're playing Star Atlas, you might need various resources. And what we'll do is work with your team to figure out like what are some requirements and just propose a bundle where there can be a whole bunch of resources that you're going to need, or you can just buy them in a single purchase off the secondary market. So we are really kind of tools for making secondary markets more efficient. And I think that we're really open to feedback. We have a kind of a new idea, this new form of commerce. And when people are using our tools, we love to get feedback from your community about what would be useful. And just today, we were talking about if people have lots of different tokens in their wallet, would they like us to scan the wallet and figure out what's the cheapest way to pay for the items they're looking for? Um, so any kind of feedback, like our whole thesis is making it much easier to get rid of things that you don't want and get things that you do want. And the things that you don't want, they might be assets in the game that you don't need anymore. And they're going to go out, they're going to go away, and what's going to come back in is going to be assets that you do need. Um,
Hmm.
so I can post, our thesis in the channel if people want to kind of read about NeoSwap. We do smart auctions for like tokenized whiskey, Magic the Gathering cards, that kind of thing. If auctions would be useful to you all, that would be interesting. We have a kind of a set of economic tools that we feel like can be really helpful inside games. And it would be great to work with your community to figure out, what are the problems that people are having around selling groups of items, buying groups of items, trying to work out deals with other players, this kind of thing. Any of these problems we can probably
Mm,
help with. And it would be
yeah.
good to get feedback about, what problems do you have so that we can help you solve them.
That is very cool. And what's the best way for our community to reach you guys? Is it
Mhm.
Twitter, Discord?
Well, we have a Discord. It's not currently that active. I'm actually in your Discord channel on Star Atlas, and so is Purple Suede, our BD lead. So I think if people just want to tag me or tag Purple, I'm happy to respond. We are also active on Twitter, so people can follow us on Twitter. It's just neoswap_AI. Send us messages. Um, or just pass along ideas to Star Atlas team. We regularly talk to your team. So our goal, oh, here, Purple's in here.
Yeah, I see him in the
Yeah,
chat.
yeah. So our goal is really just to help make all of these transactions smoother and more efficient. So anytime you all are hitting friction points when it comes to trying to buy collections of things, trying to sell collections of things, like let us know, and we'll see what we can do to try to help make those experiences smoother for you.
That is very cool. And I love to hear that you are available for our community to reach out as well. We have seen in the past partners from Stratlas that ended up working with community created projects. So that would be
Mhm.
awesome to see as well.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we love the Star Allies community. You all have been really supportive, and yeah, I appreciate you, being part of our journey and letting us be part of yours.
Absolutely. And now people need to go grab those Jupiter and Puri skins, time limited. Um, an absolute rare piece, I think they are going to be. I already got my Jupe one. I need to get my Puri one. But I also love the function that you guys added where you can actually tweet it out. So that's very cool.
Oh, thank you.
That's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
feedback.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun doing that, and we'd like to do Any kind of these, when people get into skin swapping is really interesting to us. So as you all add more skins and people start to want to swap skins with each other, that kind of thing, we can almost certainly help make that smoother as well.
This is super
Wow.
interesting, actually.
That's certainly going to have a use case in Star Atlas for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Awesome.
The auction stuff as well. I can totally see a market for that Star Atlas, especially in the
Yeah,
future.
yeah,
Okay.
totally,
Great. All right.
totally.
Well, thanks for having me on, and I'm happy to answer any questions anybody has.
Awesome. Thank you for joining, man. Pleasure to have you, and hopefully we'll
Pleasure to
have you
meet you.
soon, chatting about the new adventure that we released together.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Awesome. So yeah, guys, you can go snag your skins right now on NewSwap. We dropped the link. I will drop it again in the chat. Here in the voice chat. Today I don't know why I'm using that one, but I will also drop it in the Atlas Brew chat. Both chats. We need to get back on that discussion. Just naming the voice chat the Atlas Brew chat, bro.
Yeah, we need to figure that one out for sure.
For the Brew 100, we'll have it figured out. Don't worry, guys.
Swear.
Don't worry. But yeah, you can go and get your skins now. Again, time limited. In super cool skins. Which one is your favorite, Jose?
Bro, the one I bought immediately was the Fury PTT, the one with the dark skin. I love it, that one. It was my favorite. And the Roach overall, it's a very beautiful ship, right? I mean, I also bought one of them. Ogrica really, really, really did a great job on creating that one.
Yeah.
And we have the video, right, Santi? Maybe we should share with people here as well so they
Yeah,
can see
I'll
the
share it
hype.
in the chat. It's such a high quality, man, and I love how we were discussing yesterday. I was with Keplernet in a Spanish live, but how you can, like, if you check the video that we posted on Twitter that I just posted in the chat, if you check the video of the Ogrica Rouge, you can tell it's Ogrica just by the first moment you see the video. Like you can probably
Yeah,
take a screenshot of just one part of the Rouge and you can already tell that they are Ogrica.
yeah.
So
The br- the Ogrica brand is very unique for me. Like the pool nabs overall, their ships, their vessels, they are very unique in Star Atlas. They are one of my, if not my favorite one in the whole galaxy. And I love to see the expansion of our ship bases, to have high quality videos like that. I feel
mhm.
like this helps people dream about the future of Star Atlas. And maybe the dream not, but the present, right? This is here now. Those ships are all here. We can use them. We can see them in showroom. I love this. This is awesome.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And there's going to be more on the manufacturers and how what it takes to build a Stratless ship coming soon. I don't know if I should spoil it, but I think Dominic already did. But there's a video coming from Navigating Star Atlas with Gary, our director of vehicles at Star Atlas. That is coming
Mm,
very soon. That is coming very soon. And it gets into some really interesting questions. Gary has a ton of experience. We had him once in a brew, but Gary has a ton of experience in just the vehicle design world and even for classic car brands that I am not going to spoil. So you watch the video.
yeah.
Um,
There
but
is
it's super
something
cool.
there is something very special in that video that Gare is talking about that I'm like, bro, everyone will be, you know, mind blown. I will not spoil this, otherwise Dominic will kill me.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. Don't spoil. Don't spoil.
make sure to watch that video, man. It's going to make you cry.
Yeah, yeah. It should takes you deep in the weeds of what it takes to create a stratless ship, and also how it compares to creating a car, for example. But that's all. That's all we're going to say. Watch the video when it goes live. Aiming for next week. Cool. Let's keep moving here. One reminder is that the community week is a week-long celebration of the Stratless community. Two-time award-winning community. So we want to celebrate you guys and everything that is being built around Star Atlas. So for that, we have the Community Week with many different events, including the Johnny Awards, including Copa and the Brew number 100. So you guys can go now actually and nominate your Johnny Awards nominees. So the Johnny Awards are the yearly awards from the Star Atlas community, and you will be able the winners will get the Johnny Trophy, and well, they will be immortalized forever as one of the Johnny Awards
Eternal glory.
winners. Eternal
Eternal glory.
glory. I like that. I like that. I really like that. So you guys can now nominate anyone that you think deserves one of the awards. I'll post the link in the chat. Posted it in the voice chat, and we'll post right now in the Atlas Brew chat. So this is going to be closing this Friday, I think. So make sure to get your votes in before Friday, and so you can get your favorite content creators, your favorite community helpers, and all the different categories that there are. Make sure to vote for your favorite people so you get them on the final. It's very important to support the people in the community with your nominations. Super important, guys. So you can do that now, actually, if you want, while we chat here at the brew. So make sure to get your nominations in. And also, same, a call out to all the guilds. The Copa registrations will be closing on the 21st. So guilds need to make sure that you submit your presentations before the 21st. Very, very important. I'm sure that all the guilds are already working on it. But just make sure to submit your presentations there
And
before the 21st.
talking about guilds, Santi, man, I was scrolling through the deck platform. I even told you to do that, bro.
Yeah,
Isn't it insane how
yeah,
many guilds Star Atlas have right now? I mean, if you guys didn't do it, I probably think you guys should go and just scroll down, see how big the Star Atlas ecosystem currently is, right? As we were saying, there are lots of people that uh, doesn't appear on Discord. They don't engage vocally on discussions or don't type on Discord or Twitter. But man, there are hundreds, thousands maybe of people working the backstage, creating decks and moving the Star Atlas ecosystem forward. It's super cool to see this, and it's going to be even cooler to see all of them bringing to light some of their work during Copa. Make sure to not
yeah,
miss this guy's huge opportunity to be involved with our ecosystem.
yeah. And doesn't matter if you're a big or a small guild, you will have the chance of presenting, depending on the quality of the presentation, of course. So make sure to submit your presentation. Um, I'm really looking forward to checking those out. But yeah, also scroll through the DAG platform landing page. Jose was right with that one. It's beautiful to just see how many groups of people are actually here in Star Atlas, man. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So yeah,
Insane.
make sure guys to submit your presentations for Copa in the Copa landing page. Very, very important. I will actually link that right now so you can check it out. There's also lore for Copa as well, just that people can read.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah. And also the Brew 100 is happening during the community week, where there will be massive rewards for the audience. That is all I'm going to say.
Jesus Santi, bro. I want to tell them.
No, no, don't tell them. Don't tell them. Don't tell
Guys,
them.
it's the biggest. I think it's fair to say that's the biggest event, giveaway event that we ever had, right? It's fair to say that, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The biggest ever, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
You're
So
safe to say that.
make sure to be there on Brew 100, guys. It's a
It's going to
one-time
be a party.
opportunity. Yeah, it's going to be a one-time event, I guess.
It's going to be a party. Absolutely. Cool. And another thing, before we get into the main topic, I know we all want to chat about the Sir Atlas crew members. is that Core Act 2 Episode 6 is coming today after the Star Atlas Brew. So stay tuned for that. It's coming on the Star Atlas Marketplace. So make
Man,
sure to get your Atlas ready for that core episode.
man, that core episode, it has one of the funniest panels I ever read in the story of my life.
Should
Because
you
it
spoil it,
reminds,
Jose?
bro, I spoiled it. It's on Econ's chat. Man,
You already
it's,
did?
yeah, I did.
Oh my god, Jose.
Bro, it's literally what we do every
Send it
day.
here in
Like,
the
this
chat.
is this is literally VB after he learned about perpetual contracts leverage on Jupiter. I'm sending on the brew chat again.
That's the 50x long screenshot that you send every
Exactly, bro.
morning, Jose.
Exactly, bro. That's me right there thinking about the future. How I'm
Uh,
going to build my
Send
armada.
it, bro. Send it so people see it.
Yeah, it's on the brew chat.
I'll also send it on the voice chat as well. Yeah, that's all the spoilers that we're going to share for this episode. It's coming in just a little over 30 minutes.
That's a Hota right there, right, a Hota?
That's a
In the
hota.
Golden Carnival.
That's a hota right there, bro.
Oh, Jesus. That
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
funny.
But yeah, I think we can chat about the main topic today now. Just what do you think, bro?
Hey, I guess it's time, right? Otherwise, people start saying that we are not giving them enough time or alpha. Let's talk about crew member Santi.
Let's talk about
Yeah,
crew members. Let's talk about crew members. Let me give a little disclaimer as always here. As you guys know, everything that we do at Star Atlas until it gets released, and even when it gets released, is a work in progress. So things are subject to change. I want to make it very clear here before we get into the details that things may be subject to change, but the ideas overall are there. So I see the comment from Groove. If it doesn't turn out exactly as stated, blame Santi. That's what we're trying to avoid here with the disclaimers, you know?
exactly, exactly. That's how we protect ourselves from the wrath of the public.
Yeah, yeah, that's at least we try.
At
At
least we
least
try.
we try. Um, so yeah, let's get on it. I think we can first start, just so people catch up, in case they have no clue what a crew member is. Let's get started with a brief explanation on what a crew member is. Probably, Jose, you can take this one.
Yeah, absolutely. As you guys know, Star Atlas is the proposal of Star Atlas is to be a MMO metaverse filled with planets, ships, minerals, exploration, combat. It's going to be a huge galaxy to explore and to engage with. And the venue, the way that you guys will engage with these ecosystems is largely through the crew members. Crew members are the base units in the Stratos metaverse, which you guys will use to man your ships on a variety of different positions, like from janitors to admirals. They will be the ones responsible for doing the crafting, the mining, pretty much every activity in Star Atlas will have on the back a crew member working for the glory of your empire. So you need to treat them well, you need to choose them well, and you need to place them on the correct spots, on the correct roles, so you can have a better outcome during your explorations of Galia Expanse. And today, we are going to talk a little bit about everything that we know so far, and also we'll take a small peek behind the curtains of time to show you guys some cool stuff that are coming with crew members.
Yes,
Uh,
sir. Yes, sir. It's actually before we get into it, and you will understand it as we go through pretty much everything here. Um, the depth that it will add to the Stratless gameplay, having the crew members, will just add one more thing to Stratless that will make things a lot more interesting, right? Like that's the RPG side of things. Um, and you can also start playing with the different configurations, quote unquote, on how you run your crew as well. Um, but I think it's
Uh,
better if we start getting
Jesus.
into
You're
what.
getting me you're getting me hyped, bro, because I wanna tell them about the ocean. I wanna tell them about the
Oh,
ocean.
just
So yeah,
steady, steady,
let's start
steady,
moving.
steady.
Let's start moving because there's a lot to say. As Santi is saying, RPG comes in Star Atlas through crew members. Crew members have lots of functions, so let's make a summary of everything that we know right now about them because Santi got me hyped, bro. Let's get started.
So what we know now, Jose, first, we knew a lot of this from the presentation at Breakpoint. There will
Yep.
be crew packs coming. There will
Crew
be
pack.
crew packs.
Yes.
So you'll be able to get your crew in these packs, basically, as the name states, right? Um,
Absolutely.
and they will come through an airdrop for the owners of ships. So how to qualify for the crew in Star Atlas in the future, how to make sure you have crew members, is to have the crew, is to have the ships right now. If you own ships right now, the snapshot hasn't been taken, and we'll make sure to communicate that it will be when it's going to be taken, of course. There is no dates on this yet, but depending on how many crew slots you have on your ships, that's the amount of crew packs, not crew packs, but crew members that you will receive through the packs, basically. Did I
Exactly.
explain that right, Jose?
Yeah. Um, that's I think that's the most value event that we'll have for our OGs and the people that have been here with us. It comes together with that crew member airdrops. Like each one of you will get lots of crew members from your ships. Like you can check right now how much each one of the ships in Star Atlas awards in terms of crew members. And something that you mentioned, Santi, that's super important for us to do or get someone from the community to do is to create a a crew member airdrop checker, right? Because I
That'll
feel
be
this
pretty
is
cool.
yeah, that's very important to have people strategize around those crew members. And yeah, you have the option of acquiring those in secondary markets through the crew pack stuff. And we'll talk more about that um, a little bit later during the brew, how the different species of crew members will come uh, through the crew packs, how this is going to work. But yeah, man, the first step to secure your crew members is by having ships. We will announce with uh, a little bit of time before how when the snapshot will be taken. Uh, I see questions in the voice chat about rarity. This is something that it's included uh, on the crew members. They have levels, they have rarity, they have aptitudes, and they even have personalities and stories. But I think I'm getting a little bit ahead of
You
myself
are,
here.
you are, you
Bro,
are.
I'm sorry, it's hard. It's hard.
There's a clear question coming, which is legendary ship equals legendary crew members. I don't know the exact answer, but I'm inclined to say no. It doesn't matter what's the rarity of the ship. It's
Yeah,
not going to guarantee you a legendary crew member.
yeah. On that, I think we are not. I actually heard something about this, Santi, but right now we need to wait a little bit until we can tell you more details. But yes, crew members will come with different rarities, and yeah, that's
That's
we
all.
can't. Yeah, we can't expand on that for now. Otherwise, that could cause market disruptions of things like that. So what you guys
Yeah.
need to know is that crew members will have rarity, and rarity are tied with the crew members' aptitudes or stats in game, which is something
Yes.
very interesting to that we also explore
Another
here.
thing to clarify as well is that you will also be able to buy the crew packs as well.
Yes, that's important to notice.
That's very important to note as well. You will qualify to get the drop if you already own ships, but if you want to take your chance at getting a legendary or something like that, or you need more crew, um, you will be able to buy crew packs. In the future, the ships are not going to come with the crew. That's a benefit for having ships right now. Basically, in the future, the crew will be need to um, to get it in a different way, which can be purchasing, or there can be other ways. I don't want to get ahead of myself either here, Jose. Um, Another thing is that you will be able to play as your crew member. So you will be able to play as any of the crew members that you have on your ship, on your fleets.
Exactly.
So
It's like you jump into the first person, you take hold directly of that crew member. And one important thing is to say as well is that the level rarity of the crew member, it applies on how they perform their assigned jobs in the Star Atlas metaverse. So right now we have 7 aptitudes. That's how we call the crew members' inclinations. And those 7 aptitudes apply to 14 different jobs in the Star Atlas metaverse. So, for example, let's say you have a flight aptitude on your crew member. That means that this crew member, they'll get different buffs to roles in Star Atlas game that are linked with the flight aptitude. So, for example, if he goes on the navigator seat or pilot seat, uh, he'll have a bonus due to his major aptitude on that area. This gets a little more interesting because we have major aptitudes, we have minor aptitudes. Those are linked with the crew member rarity and quality. I don't think we can show the full table, but uh, that those aptitudes will significantly improve how the crew member performs and how much faster he improves in the areas where he has an aptitude in game.
should we share the image that we got, Jose?
I think it's fair to show them the image.
You think it's the
Yes,
moment?
I think it's a good
How a crew
moment for
member
that.
can look like?
Yep.
It's very early work in progress. It's early. But here you have. I'm sending it.
He put it in on the voice chat.
I put it on the voice chat.
So, yeah, let me tell you guys some things about this picture that you are seeing in the Atlas Brew right now.
What can we see here, Jose?
You see Erin, she is a legendary crew member, and you guys can see that there is traits there. We can't disclose right now each one of those stats, but you can see she has different um, bonuses on each one of those traits. You can see that she has a story, and she has every character, every crew member in Star Atlas will have their own story that's based on her background, where she was born. It's based on the Galia Expanse lore that we have. Uh, Not only what's open for you guys on Sage Labs right now, but the things that I have been working through in the backstage, like lots of events in Star Atlas, planets, uh, political groups, and things like that. You guys will find some of that information there. And also, you can see that she trained under Commander Zentin. This is tied with some of mechanics that we'll have in the future of Star Atlas. One thing that I'll leak here is that, and this is half of a leak because this is something that we mentioned in the brew before. Do you guys remember when we told you guys about universities and things like that in Star Atlas? Yeah, each one of the factions, they will have a different institution that will be able to train crew members and are tied with the creations of crew members in the longer game. But we can't share too much details on that right now. But it's looking cool, right? Your crew member, like the photo, the page. I think that's looking super cool.
Yeah, yeah. Universities will play also a role here, Jose, as well, right?
Sorry, bro. I didn't hear for a second.
Am I cutting off, or do you hear me fine now?
No, I hear you fine now.
Oh, I was saying that universities are going to be very interesting
Yeah,
for this.
yeah, yeah, exactly. They'll have a. I mean, man, the thing that get me excited in Star Atlas is that everything that we add impacts everything around it. So universities will impact the crew members, and that causes an impact on the overall enormous game economy and makes things very wild. I mean, and one thing that I wanted to share with you guys now, I think it's about time. This is a bit more alpha that I think don't think we ever mentioned this before. Is the nature of the characters in Star Atlas. So all your crew members, they will have personalities, and Star Atlas is using the ocean methodology to create the characters' traits, minds, and how they react or play in the world of Star Atlas. I'll link you guys a simple Wikipedia page that I found that explains the more general concept of this idea. If you guys want to take a look later, but crew members, personalities and traits, they are divided. They have different values for each one of those five major traits of the human conscience. So every crew member will have different values in terms of openness, consciousness, extraversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. Man, some of those words are hard to pronounce as a
I
Brazilian.
know, I know. Yeah.
But yeah, crew members will have different traits. Crew members will have different personalities, and this will impact in-game mechanics. That's all I'm going to tell you now. But this will be at some point part of the meta of the Star Atlas game. Getting the correct crew with every different species, with traits and personalities that work well with one another. I feel like it's going to be super fun and exciting to explore the depths of personalities of the Usturs, Muds, Onis, and Punabs while getting your crew to work in the game. It's a super exciting topic for me.
Yes, it is. I see a comment from Mustache in the chat. I'm going to get airdropped a bunch of neurotic janitors. I can feel the crew rug coming.
Cyber
The
communism
mutiny.
coming.
The mutiny is happening. Oh man.
Bro, this is going to be super exciting. And guys, another thing that we are allowed to share right now is that the crew members' systems uh, will be. This is how it's work. The first wave of crew members, it will be heavily mud oriented. So most of the crew members that will be airdropped in the beginning will be muds, but in later phases of the game, we'll have members of other species. And don't tell anyone that I'm saying this, but there's a chance of you getting very rare species and crew members as well on those crew packs. in the future. So there are anomaly level crew members who are really wild. I see people commenting on other species crew members. Yes, it will happen if you are lucky enough. So yeah, guys, the crew member game is going to be super exciting, super deep and wild, and there will be lots of things, and we'll be improving the system. We'll be adding new features as the whole universe of Star Atlas upgrades, or we add more layers. The crew member systems will also have more layers, and as the crew members are the basis of everything that you do in Star Atlas, I feel that most of the updates that we have in game will also impact crew members. Uh, ICVB. So basically, if I get a mod, I can burn the NFT. Yeah, this will be super cool. I mean, maybe you guys will even get some eggs or babies or cells or cubes from other species, and later on they will turn in crew members. Who knows? Yeah, this would be super
Yeah.
cool.
Oni rarity legendary, mod rarity common. I agree with that. Go Oni.
Go on.
Go Oni. Yes, yes. What else? Just say. I think we have another picture.
Oh, you are showing the other one? Okay, I like
Yeah,
this.
man. Like I think people sometimes want us to leak stuff at the brew.
They want,
And
right? Maybe they
yeah,
like.
yeah. Let me post this. I will post it first in the voice chat since I know that a lot of people are looking at that one, and we will have to see and analyze what is in there, Jose.
This is, yeah. This is the overview of the crew. Like, this is a very strong setup. Only legendary crew members. This is like the main page. When we add the crew cards, you guys can see the symbol on the right there. That's going to be the crew cards area of the game. Uh, all with the same stats, Mandalorian. Yeah, because we don't want to disclose lots of the different builds in game. And one cool thing that we also, I think we can share. I didn't ask specifically, but I think we can share. Is that there will be a way for you to get one free crew member when you download the app, the fitness app in the future. And what you're going to do is that if you want him to participate in the Star Atlas ecosystem, after you train him, after you farm him, you get him items and accessories. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I don't know if I could have said that, but yeah, crew members will have accessories like weapons, items that will influence their stats in game. Uh, that's also something really cool. And that's one way for us to onboard more people. Like they get a level 0 crew member for free, and if they want to bring it to Star Atlas, you need to get you need to after leveling him up. If you want to sell, if you want to trade, if you want to get into the economy, you have to mint it. So the crew members don't get weapons for free. That's tied with the crew app. I can't say much more about this, but you need to work for your crew member training and getting stuff and uh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think we shared a ton here. I think we shared a
Yeah,
ton.
yeah, I
Um,
did.
I know a lot of people are asking. Well, of course, when. I see the question from Icy. Uh, just to be clear, like there's a lot of details still to iron out before all this game comes out. So it's good. Like we prefer to share it here first, so we get feedback in and questions in from you guys, so we don't miss anything when we do the drops. And we try to make sure that everything is successful, basically. So the question when, we still don't have a date. The question how, it's going to be one crew member per crew slot that you have on your ships, and they will come through crew packs. So that is how it's going to work. The prices, if you want to buy it, if you want to buy crew packs after, we still don't know. When a snapshot, we still don't know either. So you can see how early you are, how ahead of the curve you are by listening to this brew, basically.
Yeah, I mean, you guys totally have been with us from the early stages, so you guys more than deserve those crew members. People that want to get exposed later on will have to buy the crew packs. And yeah, I totally see this being something really cool that will expand the Star Atlas gameplay in many different fronts. From crew building to gameplay, like you have your PFPs as well. So this is going to be a PFP collection. And maybe something that we were discussing internally is the venue of bringing those crew members to other communities, maybe, or trade them in Solana ecosystem. Is launching that as a collection in Tensor or the other marketplace something that the community would like? Please let me know in the chat how you guys feel about this, or if you want to keep things on or Star Atlas marketplace only.
Let's see what
This,
people say. We
yeah.
think it could be good exposure for Star Atlas to maybe have it have this in the in other platforms like Tensor, for example. Um, I think here we start to enter the, well, we were already, since nothing is defined, but entering a little bit on the theory curve, basically here together with the community. There are a bunch of things that we can do and different approaches that we can take for the drop. Um, so we'll love to hear feedback on questions like those. If you add Tensor, you will open the floodgates for NFT point farmers. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's fair feedback.
I see a question from Sharkbait. Where do we need to have our ships to receive our crew? Don't worry, we'll be announcing. The snapshot is not close in the horizon right now, so don't worry. For now, you're fine. There will be an announcement of when it's happening and where you will need to have the ships. So, yeah, don't worry about that. We got you, Sharkbait.
Yeah, I see Atsuri asking a good question as well. How can they be NFTs if there will be tens of thousands? Yeah, we can create them through compressed NFTs as well. The Stratos team is checking that. Uh, and we'll have a way to make sure that all the NFTs are unique and you guys can trade them and they reflect the uniqueness of each crew member.
Yep. Yep. Another thing that we were thinking about, that again, theory crafting, but don't know, want to get your thoughts, would be the ability to actually claim one crew member for free, quote unquote, and you can start leveling up your crew member, for example, but you don't get it dropped in the you don't get it dropped in your wallet until you actually purchase that crew member. So you can level up the crew member, play it for free, and the only way to actually get the benefits of leveling that crew member up will be after you pay to get that crew member. So it will be technically free to play that gameplay, that crew member gameplay. Jose, do you hear me all right?
Yeah, you're breaking a little bit sometimes, friend.
Okay, let me leave and come back.
Yeah, no.
Do you hear me now? Is it better?
Yeah.
Let me know if I'm cutting off, because sometimes I just have to leave and rejoin. I don't know why, it's a little bit weird.
Sure. So
Um,
yeah, that was a very good question that you asked. I feel that's the direction we are moving forward right now, but it would be good to learn community feedback on having like a common crew member that you could start playing the game for free, but you could only use it on the Star Atlas the rest of the ecosystem after you mint it. I think that would
Yeah,
be a good.
that is pretty cool. And people can just dedicate themselves to just level up crew members, mint them, and sell them to someone else who doesn't have the time to level up.
Absolutely.
That could be a market in itself, right?
Yeah. And I see someone asking a very good question, and this is one of the things that I wanted to discuss here in terms of theory crafting is, can my NPC die of old age? My answer to this, if you ask Jose, how do you feel about this, is absolutely. I would love your crew member to have as many ways to die as there are in real life. I feel that there should be dangers to crew members for him to get hurt, diseased, um, heart attack, anything that you could think of through in-game events. This way will drive people to be, there will be a risk associated with the level up of crew members and the use of them. Like, if you want to go to high risk zone, you know that you are really endangering them. But I also wanted to be ways of you losing crew members in the medium risk zone. Like maybe when your fleet is destroyed, there's a chance your crew member dies. And someone saying, "Can my crew member become an alcoholic?" I'd love that, bro. For real. If you made him drink too much and he has a high level of neuroticism or something like this, I'd love for him to become an alcoholic. Like I think this is a must. Yeah, we are in the wrong game if we are not doing things like that. Like crew members getting bad traits and good traits from the experience that they went through in Galia expense, for me that's a must. Even if that means some crew members get pretty much useless at the end, or some get really good, I feel all of them should have. Yeah, fat crew members, things like that. I would love that. How do you guys feel about this?
That'll be interesting. What are some key things that you guys would like to see? I think clearly breeding is one of the key things that I saw from the community feedback so far. I think a lot of people want the crew members to be able to reproduce as well. Um, of course, dying as well. What else? DNA
Enhancement.
enhancement.
Yes, this is really interesting. Like as I said, crew members will have items that can, you know, change their performance, that will buff their stats and things like that. So maybe we can have like surgeries for augmentation, and maybe the surgery can go wrong and your crew member lose its arm, but maybe he gets a very cool arm from a hybrid species of Star Atlas and he gets stronger, for example.
Mhm.
I really feel like this would be something super cool. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I see. I see. I'm reading the chat right now. See
yeah,
what
the
people are
chat,
saying.
people are enjoying this
Uh,
conversation. I love to see Yon and Bomber discussing about the benefits of tensor marketing as well, though.
yeah, I see that conversation as well.
They are intense.
Addictions. People would like to see their crew members get addicted to something. That's that's actually interesting.
Yeah,
Addicted to the knee flower.
yeah, yeah. I think we need addictions, right, Santi? We need that. I mean, even if my crew member uh gets utterly destroyed by getting an addiction, I feel that it would be a low cost to have such an interesting feature in the game, right? I feel like this would be fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, one thing that I don't Young commented something that I think it's very true. Like breeding crew members is something that's very hard to execute right. I think
Hmm.
that something more tied with having a pool of crew members that's generated by epochs and getting to recruit them through universities and things like that. Maybe it's a better approach here or an easier one to nail down, but that's on econs and game design. I'm sure that they are working hard to figure out those elements in game because yeah, this is one of the most important things in Star Atlas. I mean, people will want lots of crew members because they will be so diverse. There are so many roles to fill and so many different traits and how each one of the traits fits better with different roles in game that yeah, there will be a huge competition for good crew members. Uh, it would be
Emotions. I see Lordo saying, um, if they will have emotions, like if you need to keep them happy. I don't think they
yes.
will. They
Yes,
will.
yes, they
Oh my
will.
god.
Like there is a there I don't know if you guys remember this, but there is a one of the traits, some of the traits are associated with being like someone that can entertain others and make them feel good or feel well. There is a social cohesion uh trait in Star Atlas. I'm not sure it will come right in the beginning, but crew members will need to be pleased. Like it's not just labor, it's not just work them to death. They'll have needs, and yeah, the entertainment industry will be important for them, you know? Like there will be a social aspect of playing, of having your crew members. There will be places where they can, how can I put it? They will to get happy.
Lordo says, so I have to pick between making my wife happy or my crew.
Life is hard, Lordo. Life is hard.
Life is about decisions.
Life's about
Uh,
tragic decisions always. Yeah. I'm not sure how quick this will be implemented, but yeah, this will be implemented for
yeah. Uh, uh, um. Let's
I
see if
think
there's
I
anything
think we
else.
covered most of it, Santi.
I took some notes that I'm planning to share with the team on key questions slash things that the community was curious about. So we have breeding, crew members, the possibility for crew members to die, DNA enhancement, mixed races, university training, addictions, a World Cup for max crew members total, emotions. What else? I think people are also scared about this becoming this needing a lot of micromanagement. What do you think about that, Jose?
I think there I mean s- maybe it will require some degree, but most of them might be already automatized in game, like feeding them, or I don't think that will go that far, but maybe like for once in a while you need to send them to do something that they like, maybe. I don't know. That's a good question for game design, but the way I feel it is that if you don't want to do if you don't want to engage with this at all, like uh, there will be ways for you to simply get along with this without having optimal results. But maybe if you want to really go and be taking care, trying to breed under codes, train the best crew member possible with the best traits possible, this will also be an option and a market for you guys as well. So you have both worlds.
Yeah, another one is if the first wave, let's say the first phase is with mod. I think the people from Uster and Oni are like, are we going to get airdropped all mod crew? If maybe they don't want that. So that's another one that I just replied to Jaywalk. That's one I will pass along to the team and see what they say.
Awesome.
Yeah, maybe you can wait to open the packs until the other factions are available. I don't know. Probably not the best execution. But I'm just thinking out loud right now, to be honest. Cool. Anything else just said that we should cover?
I think we got this was really alpha packet brew today. We shared lots of stuff from
Yeah.
all sides of the crew member experience, and we got tons of good feedback. So yeah, I think we are good.
Yeah,
We're good for now.
absolutely. As always, disclaimer: this is all subject to change always until it's out, and even when it's out, things may change. So we don't have a when. It will be a 4 to 6. But when we have more details about anything that we mentioned here, you can rest assured that we'll be communicating them very well in advance. So it's good to get these conversations started and get the feedback in. As I was sharing, we took notes of all the questions and key things that you guys shared today. And this will be shared with the team, so we take into account the feedback for when this gets executed. So, yep. Nothing else to add from my end. Thank you guys for joining the Atlas Brew number 98 about crewing Star Atlas. Make sure to submit your nominations for the Johnny Awards. Very, very important, that one. Make sure to nominate the people that you want to win the awards. I will share the Google form again, so you do it. I shared the Google form in the Atlas Brew chat and also in the voice chat. So please make sure to nominate the people that you would like them to win an award. Super important for them. Then also guild leaders and guild members. Make sure to get your COPA presentations in before the 21st, because that's when the submissions close. Other than that, you can get your NeoSwap. You can get your skins on NeoSwap as well. So make sure to get those so you don't miss out on the Star Atlas skins. All time limited. So make sure to go get them now as well. The Jupiter ones and the Jupiter one. So also super cool stuff. I will share the link one more time. And I see Brujo in the chat about Chimera. The team knows about that. Hopefully will be solved soon. No, don't worry, my friend. Cool. Thank you guys for joining the Atlas Brew number 98, and we'll see you next Wednesday as always. Chat soon.
See you guys. Thank you for the brew. Bye
Thank
bye.
you guys.
Love you all.
Bye bye.